Bonjour tout le monde. Rien à voir. Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. I just started a new book and I thought I will somehow try to vlog it in some way and share all my thoughts with you. So I don't know yet where this is going. So let's grab a tea, let's grab a book and see how it goes. We are currently in November. I have a very busy month. I have a very tired mind and I thought, you know what, I will keep high fantasies, more complicated book for December when I have more time, more rest, more vacation. So naturally when I thought, which book should I start right now? I just started the Raven Scholar on my Kindle that has been waiting for me since this summer. And now I just picked it up. I didn't read much of it because I don't have much time, but here are my early review. Don't trust anyone, and things don't go where you think they would go. The characters are not doing what you would think they should be doing, and they make decisions definitely not knowing the whole extent of what it means and what will happen once they made that decision. Beside that, all the names are just pretty confusing to me. They all seem to be the same. I'm really bad at remembering names. I'm much better with remembering numbers, even though now I'm so tired I think I wouldn't remember anything anyway. So I started this 2 days ago, but I didn't have time to read much of it. I read 50 pages, I think, so far. I was very busy with little reading time. So I picked up that book because I keep seeing reviews online about how great the book is. Beginning, we follow two twins, one boy, one girl. They just turned 16 and they're with their mothers. And for some reason, everybody kind of hate them since the father used to be a traitor. He tried to do some revolution and they're just all carried around to go to some temple or some place. I don't remember the names and they don't really know what's going to happen them there, especially they just turned 16. There is some animal elements that they're like animal houses, and depending what are your characteristics, you go to one house, but not everybody can get there, of course. Then you have some high ranking position and you can get into the kind of government of that world. So yeah, they arrive there and the girl, which name I cannot remember, is proposed to join the tiger house. Well, she doesn't know what to do because apparently it was a request from her late father, thinking that she would be suited well there. So she's like, okay, I need to follow my father's guidance. But on the other hand, her brother always dreamed to integrate that tiger house and have a job there. Emperor, ruler, I think it's a ruler, tells her that you can either accept to join the tigers, or if you reject that opportunity, it will go to your brother. So she's thinking, do I follow my father's guidance or do I let my brother have his dream come true? And then somehow things got out of hand and then you go to the Raven house? Yeah, I think it's the Raven house. And you see a girl who is like 24 and someone tell her that, hey, you have a great handwriting. I heard you're the best, so please do that exile paper. And her boyfriend was just hanging around. Apparently they were friends a long time ago and then they lost touch and then they got together and everything is great. And he's like, you can either do that or come with me. There is a boat leaving soon. That's pretty much where it stopped reading. And then you skip to a news page that says 8 years later. What do you mean 8 years later? I heard that this book is like going on over 7 days. So I'm confused. But the good news is it means that the twins who were 16 will be in their 20s. But that girl and her boyfriend who were in around 24, they will be in their 30s. And how? Since when there is fantasy books with people are in their 30s? I mean, I'm sure there is other high fantasy books where you have people in their 30s, but so far I didn't read many of them, and all the books I'm reading, like the oldest they been, it's their 20s. So yeah, I'm excited about it and I will try to keep reading as soon as I can. I don't know if I will have time today, but definitely tomorrow, and I'll keep you posted. So we are Tuesday. It's time for a little update on the Raven Scholar. I'm here with the dog, so I cannot sit properly on my bed. So right now I am at 44%. It's been 5 days. No, a bit It's been a week I started it. I still didn't finish it, which is upsetting me quite a bit because it's 650 pages and normally I would be done with it already. But I've been very busy, so I didn't have as much time as I would like to read. So I read quite a bit of it since my first update on the story. I'm quite happy because the main character is a girl who is 34, which is a nice change in the whole fantasy world. About to start the second trial, so far quite a lot of things happen. We started the first trial and of course the build-up to the first trial. The plot is quite nice, there is a lot of magic. It's not that complicated to follow, even though the names, well, I'm finally wrapping my head around it, but there is many similar names. Especially all the mothers and daughters, for some reason, have very similar name with like similar letters and the pronunciation and all that, which makes it very confusing. But I managed to read like few hours in a row, which really helped me to dive in. So far, I really like it, but I'm not addicted to it, even though it's really enjoyable. I'm happy while I'm reading it, but when I'm not reading it, I'm not thinking, oh, I cannot wait to get back in, even though I'm really happy to get back in it. The writing is good, the characters are nice, even though I still don't trust anyone beside the main character, which may be a mistake, I don't know, but somehow she's the only one I'm pretty sure I'm trusting. So I enjoy most of the characters, there is nobody I really hate or that I have a hard time reading about. But I do have to say that if right now any of them were to die, I wouldn't be like crying over it or be super sad and lose all my brain over it. There have been a murder though that needs to be solved next to the trial. She's interesting. I'm not sure who murdered the person. I have my thoughts, but so far I'm not sure really what's going on, which is okay. I don't mind when things are predictable, but I'm not also looking for every clue to try to predict the plot going on. And actually, speaking about that, I just finished last night the part where they are talking about the backstory of the mother of the twins, and I have to say that during the whole chapter I was all the time thinking, wait, what? How? So if anybody tells me that they could totally predict all her background story and what happened to her, I would say liar, because already I don't know how the author created everything that happened to her. Definitely there is one part that you could say that something was happening or connected, but you just didn't know what was the connection, and I definitely did not expect it to happen like this. So that's where I stopped right now. I'm enjoying it still. I need to start part 4, The Day of the Raven. Oh, and also we are at the point that we get to know more about the narrator, because the narrator is actually part of the story. So I don't know if I should tell you who is the narrator, because I think it's a nice little twist and guessing that you have, but we're getting to know more about who it is and what they're after and why they're telling us the story and what's going on. So that's very intriguing, because that's definitely an unusual narrator telling us the story that I would have not expected. That's for today's update. It takes me a while to read that book, and I have a hard time making also updates because I'm pretty busy, but now I have some time, so I guess I will just start reading Day of the Raven, which is the part 4 of the books. So yeah, today I have a bit time and I will continue to read the book. I don't know when I will finish it. I don't think it will be today, or I hope this week. I really hope I will finish this week, because we are already mid of November and I just read, well, one full book so far, and some audiobooks I finished, but still I would like to read more. So it's time to read part 4, Day of the Raven, and get hopefully to that 50% more. I also wanted to share during this kind of weird reading vlog that I started an audiobook, because I have a lot of driving this month since I'm pretty busy. So I started a new audiobook, which is Uncharmed by Lucy Jane Wood. It's her second book. I don't think she wrote other than those two. It's a standalone interconnected series. I read the first one in October and finished it beginning of November, so it will be part of my November wrap-up. It's a cozy fantasy about girls in their early 30s who are witch and live in London. So this one, it's about Annie, who, I have to pronounce it the French way, I'm sorry, I cannot figure out how to pronounce it the English way. She's a baker in London. She has a tea, coffee, bakery shop. She wants everything to be perfect, and she wants herself to be perfect. So she puts a lot on pressure on herself, and also she cares a lot about how she is viewed by other people, and does a lot of action because she at the same time wants to help other people, but also other people to think that she's a very caring person. The audiobook is really nice. The narrator has a British accent, which makes it very fun. The story is pretty good. I mean, it's cozy fantasy, so it's not high stake and a lot of action and all that going on. But I found it very fun. You still have plots. I mean, in the first one, you had plot. Here, the story is very fun. I'm at chapter 6, or I think 7 now. All the first few chapters were really just setting you in her world, in her vision of the world, in her routine and her daily life. She's trying also to date. She has a lot of friends, witchy friends, non-witchy friends. She's part of a high society of witches, which is a secret society from the government of witches. The first 5 chapters were really settling like the mood of it. I have to admit, I was starting to wonder if anything will happen, because in the summary it was talking about the whole story about a teenage witch that she had to train. So now I'm finally reaching that part where she just met that teenage girl, and it's getting slowly better and more interesting. I really enjoy the character. It's her struggles are interesting, especially I'm really not someone who needs everything to be perfect, and sometimes that's actually one of the things I wish I would like to have things more perfect, because I just tend to be like, yeah, that's working, that's good enough, let's go with it. So maybe she's a bit more too much on the other side. So yes, so far for this reading vlog, that's all I have to offer, because I don't even know when I will manage to get to a new book. So I cannot make you a whole 1 week reading vlog because I'm too busy. I'm just too busy this month. I will definitely not read as much as I've read the last few months, because too much is going on. So I hope in December I will be able to read more, and also maybe do a bit more interesting content and a vlog which looks a bit more like a vlog and not just one video per week updating you on the same book. So I'll keep you updated on both Uncharmed and The Raven Scholar. So I am at 49% now. I moved it up a bit, and I can confirm you one thing: you cannot trust anyone, you cannot trust what is happening. And really, when I was reading now, I was hoping, no, that cannot be it. It must be something else. There must be a reason or something. And turns out that no, it is what is going on right now. And I'm not at all happy about it. But again, I should have seen it coming. I said, we cannot trust anybody. And well, yeah, we cannot trust anybody. So let's see what will come up. And I have to say, the narrator is getting more and more interesting, and I'm very curious about where it is going, and also I'm very curious about what will happen during the rest of that trio. So I will keep reading and see how it goes. Okay, it's time to update you on the Raven Scholars that I did finish Sunday, so I'm happy because I finished it by the end of the week as I wanted. We are now Tuesday because unfortunately I didn't have time to film before. So my final thoughts. Well, let me tell you, I have to say that it has been a ride. Like, really, the twist got twisted and twisted again. I don't know how many times. There was one plot twist that at the beginning, as I said earlier, I was thinking, no, that must not be it. There must be like something else or anything. And it was, okay, yeah, that's really it. And oh, okay, that's why there is, okay, I see. And then around, I think 80% of the book or something, suddenly there was another twist on the previous twist. And my brain went, wait, what? And directly I wanted to reread everything from the beginning just so I can like make sense of everything, because if this what happens, then it means that everything from the beginning is just, wait, what? So yeah, that has been a wild ride. I don't know if I said it or not, but I was expecting things to not go a certain way. Like from the beginning of the book, I thought, okay, things will not go as I think they will. And no matter how much I'm trying to think and guess what will happen and everything. It will not go that way, and it definitely did not go that way. Will I read the second book? Definitely. Will I reread the first book? Definitely. I'm trying really hard to not reread it now. I mean, I could reread it, but I think I will enjoy it more once I can also directly jump into the next one, and also it will be a nice refresher. As I was saying, I really enjoyed this book. It was fun. Like, for high fantasy, only word I can find is fun, which is kind of weird, but okay. It was really fun to read it. I did not have that addiction feeling that, oh, I cannot wait to get in and keep thinking about it all the time, but each time I was picking it up, I was really into it and happy to read it. I did get attached to Cain, I think that's how you pronounce, and Saul, I think also that's how you pronounce. I really got attached to those two characters that I won't tell you more about them because you will just have to read to know why. Slowly I got a little attached to everybody, and I was thinking, wait, if this one dies, that doesn't work. What? No, I don't want this one to die. So I got more and more attached to everyone. I think also being able this weekend to binge it a bit more helped. That's it. That's my review. That's my little vlog about reading The Raven Scholar. I do recommend it. It's high fantasy, but it's not that hard to get what's going on, even though the names are confusing at the time. And it's really, it went places I had no clue it could go. So yeah, I really had a really good time. I was very shocked, really wanted to know what was happening and how everything will unfold and how it will end. I have to say that it ends not peacefully, but kind of like they have a little break before jumping into the next one that I don't know when it's coming out, but I will keep an eye out and read it. Did I completely forget I had made tea that was just sitting there? Yes, of course, as always. I'm always forgetting my tea. Now regarding Uncharmed, I have to say this weekend, I think it was Saturday or something, I reached a point in the story where I was kind of getting bored because I feel like the setting of the story took a big part of the beginning, and the plot, when you read the summary of the story, it says that she will have to train a teenage girl, not a boy, by the way, because I think somewhere I said it was a boy, but no, it's a teenage girl, and somehow she has to train that girl about magic, living with some guy, and there is that kind of close family bond, weird situation going on. And so I was really excited to see that, and it just took really long time to get there. Like, it took a long time to meet the teenage girl, and then I think we met the male character around halfway through the book, so it felt like a bit long to get into the main plot that has been described, and at some point I did get tiny bit bored because I felt like things were not really moving along, but it didn't last. And actually the book is, I mean, it's cozy, so it's not like there should be action everywhere, but I was just expecting a bit more happening, even though the description of all the clothes and the bakery and the cottage and everything, they're a really nice description. The bond between the two girls is really nice. You have a 32 years old who wants to be perfect for everybody else and be loved and help everybody else, and you have a lost teenage girl who is 15, I think. She's 15 and she's quite self-confident, she's quite wise, but she has all those emotions and things to go through and how to handle magic. So getting to know their bond together was really fun and nice. And then the male character arrived and they had all that little situation which just felt nice, and they were getting to know each other and living in that weird space, and it was really fun. And I definitely, that's the part where I got the most addicted, and I was listening mainly when on the road, and I was thinking, oh, but I want to keep listening, but I have to stop and get out of my car and do all the stuff I have to do. But I just wanted to keep on listening, and now I'm still at the stage that I want to keep on listening because things unfolded and I did them to fall back together. I think I'm at 70% now. I have, I think, 3 hours left to read. So I will update you once I finished reading this, not reading, listening to the audiobook, which should be next few days. I guess I have a lot of road again, so it should be next few days. I also listen a bit on the walks. with my dog, and when I have to do a bit of cleaning around. I will not include the new book I started yesterday in this vlog, because if I mix audio and book and the physical books or Kindle books, and I just keep starting on and starting on, then it's a never-ending story, and that vlog will never end. So now that I finished the Raven Scholar, I will just keep updating you about Uncharmed, and that will be the whole first messy, chaotic reading vlog where I don't know what I'm doing. I'm updating you with way more too many days in between everything, but also it's slowly, because this month I'm very busy and I don't have much time to read. I don't have that much time to film. And then you might think, well, then why did you start that whole filming journey this month if you're so busy? Well, because my brain likes the extra challenge, I guess. I don't know. I needed my creativity to get flowing again. So yeah, I'll keep you updated on Uncharmed. So this is my last update of my very first, very chaotic reading vlog, where I will talk to you about the end of Uncharmed that I finished a few days ago on audiobook. I just didn't have time to film before, and even now the lighting is not great, but I don't have many spots to set up today, so this will have to do. Listening to Uncharmed was a lot of fun. I really had a good time. It's a very nice, cozy fantasy if you like books that have a lot of description, especially pastry description, because she owns a bakery and she loves baking. It's really, really nice. Also, the story unfolded nicely. I did find it slow the first half of the book, like it was really setting the ground for the story, and I understand what it was meant to do and where we went, but it felt like it could have been done a bit quicker to get really into the plot afterward. The ending of the story was really nice, even though I did find it a bit short, because yeah, it really started to settle and pick up during second, like 1/3 middle of the book, and then things really started to grab me and got more interesting. And then you of course you have the big drama, and afterwards things unfold, and she's reviewing everything and all her life and deciding who she wants to be and where she wants to go, and then you have the big plot unfolding. And I feel like this could have taken a tiny bit longer to understand better what was going on. It felt kind of rushed compared to the very, very long setting. So that's my only critique about this. Beside that, the writing is nice. It's really cozy, and it was a lot of fun. I'm really happy I had it on audio, even though I do want so bad the book because they look so cute. So here we are. That was my very first reading vlog for the month of November. Well, not the whole month, just middle of the month, with the Raven Scholar book and Uncharmed audiobook. So I hope you enjoyed this reading vlog. I will try to make more of them in December, especially I should have more time to read and to film and to edit, beside the very first week, which is still very busy. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I'll see you around. If you read any of those books, don't hesitate to share your thoughts, and if you have any similar recommendation that I would enjoy or that you would just like to share about all the books you love. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you around.